Dawg Talk episode 6. Allison, you want to read our sponsor?
Yeah, today's episode is sponsored again by staraquatics.com. It's New England's source for all your aquarium needs, so if you're anywhere nearby, look them up.
That's right. The best place to get fish in all of the Northeast, basically.
Yep,
So check it out.
They also do in-home services, obviously not right now, but they can set up for you, tear down for you, do maintenance, anything you need.
That's right. And today we have our special guest, Yllow Molly.
Hello.
And
what's
going on?
Oh, living that quarantine life, trying to make the best of it.
Yeah, look at that.
And so you make a lot of like rap music and stuff, right?
Yes, I try to do my best.
Yeah, so I figured we'd just like jump right into it. So like first of all, like how did you even come up with the name Yllow Molly? I'm kind of curious on that.
Okay. So yeah, this is actually kind of an interesting. Am I allowed to speak about like?
You can speak about whatever.
All right, cool.
No rules.
So okay. Originally, I had the name Vitaly D, like that's my normal name or whatever. But like I didn't think that was cool enough because like everyone has a stage name, and people were always like, "Hey, why don't you like change your name to something cooler?" So I was like, I just never thought of anything. So then one day I was with a friend, and I'm sure you guys know who this guy is, but we did something called candy flipping one night, and that was like the best experience of my life. I remember walking down the street day after, just like still super messed up, thinking about like a rap. Like that day, I kind of like fell in love with Molly. I didn't really try it many times after that, but just that experience kind of like, I don't know, changed my life. So I took the word Molly and I flipped it upside down. So if you take the word Molly, flip it upside down, it's like, or like reverse it. I can't really do it in my head right now, but like YLLOW, you flip that like a certain way, you can make the name Molly. So like I took Yllow Molly and I made it a name just because of like candy flipping. So you flip the yellow to Molly. I don't know. I was just like super messed up walking down the street, being like, that would be sick.
I know what you're saying though.
So, other than that, yeah, I don't know. And people like it. So every time I tell them that story, they're like, wow, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What really inspired you to get into rap?
To begin to rap, I think that like ever since I was young, like just hearing it, it just like, I don't know, it hit me differently than like country music or like pop or like opera. Although like I do appreciate, any kind of music, just like rap or hip hop. It just hit my soul differently.
Did you grow up with like a lot of different friends listening to like rap and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I grew up in Russia, so like they were even listening to Eminem when I was like 5 to 7 before I moved to America. But yeah, that's kind of like what started it all. And I mean, in middle school, I ended up trying to listen to like, Kid Cudi, like Schoolboy Q, Mac Miller, when Mac first started rapping. So like, I don't know, just like the white rapper scene, it kind of like, I don't know, it opened up my mind to like, I can
try to get inspired by them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So how would you describe your sound and your take on what you do?
My sound. Well, I guess that's the thing. It's my sound. I don't really, I try not to sound like anyone else. I'm definitely inspired by like people like Chris Webby or like Mac Miller or like anyone else out there, but I don't want to sound like them. Although I will take like, wordplay and stuff, and I'll interpret that into like music, just because it's like, I don't know, that's how I was like inspired. And I don't know, I think it like helps me grow and like just like taking other people's sound and like trying to influence it into my music. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I've never done this before, but I hope I'm like making sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's all an art. It's like, Bob Ross, him just painting random shit. It's like he's taking an image that he has in his mind from like, an actual picture and then makes it his own. That's what I'm trying to do. And it's hard for people to like, catch on to your sound or my sound because, they're so used to like more famous people that they have like a certain voice in their head that they're used to that like will help them get through the day or whatever. And I want people to look at me and be like, oh, I love the sound of that guy's voice. I love what he's saying. I can definitely relate to that. And I want to be like him. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that's
Just like,
important about what you said earlier about not trying to sound like anybody else because, we have a million people right now trying to sound like Drake,
yeah,
That market is oversaturated. It's better now if people
Very.
can find their own voice in music
Yeah.
and like really push that out there. Even if it's hard at first, once you, start popping, that's really going to stick with people.
yeah. It's very different.
Would you say that you're emotionally attached to music? Like when you're writing a song, do you like reach into your emotions to feel it, or you really just go like off your head, off the top of your head?
I would say that emotions are definitely attached in like most things that I write. I mean, sometimes it's just for fun. Like I just find a beat that I start writing to that like I don't really care about that like particular um the particular I don't know what I'm saying, but I don't know, emotion when I do start to write about like how I'm really feeling, it helps me write actually and I don't know, it helps me like vent, show people how I'm feeling through music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you could say that all right. How am I gonna say this? You could say that like I'm faking it or whatever, and trying to just sound sad so people would like feel bad for me or whatever. But like as an artist, I think being emotional in music is like a thing because just like talking about partying and doing drugs and like
Mm-hmm.
having sex or whatever, that's all fine and dandy and whatever, and I do some of that. But like I think the best kind of music that has like attached to it and the shit that like people can relate to.
Yeah, I think that, emotional music really it can make an impact on an audience, people, and a lot of people don't realize that it's not easy to put out, a true, authentic, emotional song. Like that's not
Yeah,
easy for an artist to put out to the world because, you're making yourself vulnerable through that.
And I will say the number one thing you'll hear as a vocalist in the studio is, I need more emotion and energy out of you.
yeah.
It's the number one thing.
You don't want to sound like you don't care about what you're saying because
Yeah.
it's obvious to tell when you're just like
Just
saying
saying
it
it to say it.
yeah. Yep.
How do you deal with your writer's block?
Writer's block. Is that like struggling to write?
Yeah, like when you just get to a point where you kind of feel like you're just stuck in one place. You can't figure out any more lyrics, and you're just kind of stuck in one place.
In that case, I'd call it a day honestly because I don't know, just trying to write when I can't is like the most frustrating part. I find it really easy to write like when I'm feeling like writing, if I have to call it quits, after a couple lines one day I'll fucking call it quits because, I know for a fact I'm not gonna get anything done that day. But, the next day I'll have a nice healthy breakfast, I'll sit down outside and start writing. Just find a nice beat, maybe like call someone up, call my buddy up, see like what he's doing. Maybe we'll meet up and write some music together. Sometimes it's hard to do it alone. I find it's a lot easier to write with someone else.
That's interesting because when I write music, I strongly prefer to be alone. It's a
Really?
lot harder for me to write with other people around.
Wow.
I feel pressured.
Yeah,
Really?
that's what it
Almost
is.
like I'm competing.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
vocalist. I just do what I'm told.
Oh. Well, yeah, I definitely understand both sides.
Bitch, don't write.
What
Like,
what other local rappers do you work with, or like any others?
well, I just moved out of Portland, Maine. I was there for about 6 months.
Mhm.
I met a dude there. He goes by Lucid, and I met him like say like 6 months ago. I don't know, 5 or 6 months ago. But yeah, we ended up trying to make a mixtape together, and yeah, that went well. It's supposed to be dropping in June. We haven't mentioned it much, but like we also made like a few singles which are out now. I think we made like 4 or 5 songs that aren't on the tape. He's super good. I'd say he's like better than me lyrically, and I think he definitely inspired me to write and record. I didn't have my own recording equipment, so
Mhm.
I was always at his house and we were just recording stuff all the time.
Now he's the
And
one you did oh, what was it called? Indica with, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
The song was really nice.
yeah, thanks.
Did you make
Yeah.
a music video for that?
Oh no, not for that one.
Which
Um,
was the one that you made a music video for? Because I saw recently you made a music video.
yes, I did make a music video. Yeah, I forgot what the name of it was. Let me search it up real quick. Um, yeah, that was just like a play around music video. Oh, it's called Till the Day I Die, like a minute and a half long. But
Word. I like the
yeah,
animation
we
in
made
that.
it. Oh yeah, thanks. We made it in like one day. We were just walking around Portland, and I don't know. I wrote like 16 bars and put it on an instrumental, and he was like, "You want to just like make a music video real quick?" And I was like, "Okay." So we just did like a bunch of random shit, and it wasn't the best. It was just like his first time like messing around with like visuals and stuff because we're both rappers. I didn't even help him with the visuals. Just like sat down and behind like Photoshop or whatever. What is that? I don't know. Came out all right, but I am working on another music video. Well, he's
Word.
working on it, but yeah, it should be out before our project in June.
And so you said your project's dropping in June. Do you have like an
Yeah,
exact date?
yeah, June 21st, 2020.
Nice. And if you send us links for all this stuff, we can put it in the description to help promote it.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Now, as someone that's been seeing your work since, probably about high school when you started, how would you describe your evolution of your skill and just the ease of actually putting stuff out now compared to then?
Um, well, when I first started, I think I was in like 10th grade. I didn't have any recording equipment. I didn't know anyone who liked music or had anything. I just kind of chilled in my basement and like recorded on my phone. Like that's how I got like people in high school to listen to music. I just like posted on SoundCloud, just like share it to Facebook and Instagram. And then no one really liked it, but like it didn't stop me. I didn't care. I was like, I'm gonna do this shit because I know I'm gonna get good. And I don't know, there was like 1/10 of the school probably liked my music, but I don't know, it didn't stop me. I just kept going. And then after high school, I don't know, I just kept going. had my own producer, Josh Harvey. Met him in senior year. Started making music. That's when I started dropping like legit music, like not just recording on my phone. Dude had a mic, like it was kind of like a godsend. He like was sitting in class one day and he was like, "Hey man, I listen to your music. Like I know you don't have a mic. You sound like shit." I was like, "Huh." He's like, "I got a mic." I was like, "Word, you want to come over tomorrow?" He was like, "Yeah." Like I wasn't even like good friends with the kid, but he knew how to make beats and produce and shit. And I think the past 3 years, after high school, we just like I don't know, we became really good friends and started making a bunch of music. But then when I moved to Portland, I met Jason, aka Lucid, but we all kind of made a label. Um, and I don't know, Josh just bought like a label thing. So I guess I'm on a label now or some shit. I don't know.
You don't
I
even
couldn't
know.
tell you. I have no idea. It's just like something we've been talking about, like green light, green, green light records or some shit.
Yeah, I think
It's not like fully on go, but like it's on go because it's been on go since like senior year of high school.
yeah, I think
Oh, go ahead.
90% of progress is practice, and the other 10% is meeting people.
Yeah,
I'd say, especially in this industry.
yeah. I haven't really met like a lot of people, but I know people that know people. So I don't know. I'm hoping that gets me somewhere.
Would you say high school had a major influence on your music at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I think walking around the hallways, feeling like I ain't shit, um, definitely helped me like try to figure out what can I do to like low key get people and have them talk about it without me asking for it. So that happened, and I think that people still talk about me, and like I think that's like how I think high school popularity definitely helped like boost my ego into rapping, even though I wasn't good back then. I don't know. The thing is, once people know your name, they're gonna know your name forever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's in high school, if it's in college, or if it's I don't fucking know. They're just gonna know it. And I think having the name Vitaly is like definitely unique, and people always remember that. But like now that I changed my name to Yllow Molly, I don't know. People are gonna be like, "Who the hell is that?" Like I don't know if it was a good idea. So like honestly, I have a question for all you guys. Um, when you saw me switch my name to Yllow Molly, were you like, "Oh, I know who that is. Who
Yeah,
the hell is that?"
it took me a second to realize who it was at first, and then I was like, oh shit, that's Vitaly.
Okay.
Yeah, same, I think. I saw you posted something, because we've been friends on Facebook for God knows how long. And I was like, who the hell did I add when I was drunk? And then I went to it, and I was like, oh, it's just Vitaly. Okay.
Okay. That's cool.
So just a quick adjustment period, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think overall it's definitely going to help out in the end because you won't necessarily have your name tied to Bennington and everything, and it's just kind of like
Right.
not like a new start, but like an opportunity.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's another thing. Like people in Vermont know me as Vitaly, but people in New England know me as Yllow Molly.
Mm.
And that's the thing, and that's how you get the world to know who you are, just by like promoting your name.
Now, on a change of subject, what's the favorite song you've put out recently? To you, anyway.
Um, Honestly, I don't know. There's like a couple, but I think my favorite one would have to be the one that I did on 420 with Lucid. It's called Know About That. We made it a couple hours on 420. I don't know, just like it has a cool vibe to it. And I think it was just like kind of spontaneous because like we got together one day. Like I couldn't write by myself. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing today?" Oh, happy 420. And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's 420. Let's make a song." So I just went over, made a song in like 3 hours, posted it exactly at 4:20 p.m. 4:20. So just like the whole entire process of it makes the song like, more, more fun to like or whatever.
Mm.
But like just we also have that I think it was 16 or 18 song I think it was 16 song project. It's called what called something perspective. Oh, transparent perspective. I thought it was introverted perspective at first, but it's a transparent perspective. 16 tracks, and it's kind of trippy because it's like a long story. Lucid is his name, and my name is like Yllow Molly. So
At this point, Yllow Molly disconnected from our call, so we had to re-invite him to the Discord server.
hello.
There
Alright,
you
we're
are.
good now. Alright, so you cut
I
off.
don't know what happened.
Yeah, that was weird. Well, anyways, what were we talking about? I kind of forget.
He was
Talking about the new project, I think.
Yeah.
the new project, yes.
Yeah, the new
Okay.
project.
And where the name came from.
Transparent perspective. Okay, so the name. We were just sitting there one day. This was like before we really even thought about making a project. We were just sitting there recording music. And he was like, "Do you want to make a project?" He was like, "Well, we've already made like 10 songs." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, bro, we made like 10 songs." And this was in like 2 days. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, quarantine got the best of me, say. And we were like, "Well, what would we name it?" So I guess he came up with transparent, and I came up with perspective. So we just put them together with a transparent perspective. And the definition of that was having like new vision of life, seeing the world different. Because we had both just like moved to Portland recently, even though I'm not there anymore. Just had like a different way of viewing things, and I don't know, it was cool. It's a good time.
Would you say now that you're out of Bennington, you're definitely more focused on your music?
Yeah, absolutely. Bennington was like weighing me down. It was not a good spot for me.
What were like some of the major issues?
I'd say just like the toxic people and like drugs.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I found myself in like a lot of trap houses back in the day, doing like stupid shit when I should have been like focusing on my music, saving money, and working. But just like it led me nowhere. Led me down a bad dark road, which I am definitely not on anymore. So
It's good to hear.
Sometimes the best solution to a problem is just relocation.
yeah,
Starting over.
I definitely agree with that to some extent because every time I've moved somewhere new, I've been able to like completely focus on whatever it is that I want to do because there are no distractions around. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Yeah, I
So
think I'm gonna move like every 6 months. I don't know like why that is, but like it just seems to be like a routine so far. And I don't
yeah,
mind moving. I think cover this whole entire New England area, then go to California.
I have a friend in
Move.
California right now. He says I don't know. He says like some parts are pretty crazy, others like I don't know. You really have to know where to be, I guess. But
Yeah,
I've
honestly,
always wanted to be
California
there.
is not the spot. Musically speaking, I think Atlanta's the best spot. Just like
Yeah.
California, giant music.
So, Vitaly, have you had a chance to perform live yet?
Yeah, I actually did perform live one time. It didn't go well.
What happened?
It wasn't a show. It was like a rap battle.
Oh,
got-
yo, between
yeah.
Ozzy and who?
Ozzy? Oh no.
Oh,
If that was the case, I would have. That was that was in high school at a lunch table. I think what you're talking
no,
about.
no. I was talking about at the
So
wall.
tell us about this time.
The wall. Oh, I don't think that ever happened. But this time, yeah, it was in Portland, Maine. I think Dylan, you sent me the fucking the link to it. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I gotta do it. It was like $1,000 for the winner, but like so many good people showed up. I was like super drunk. I thought I could spit when I was drunk, but it was a freestyle
Oh, no.
battle. We were supposed to diss each other. Dude was super good. I ended up choking twice. So I'm never
What, in
hopping
front of
on
like a
stage
bunch
to
of
rap
people?
battle again. I can't rap battle, I guess, but it was fun. It was a fun time. I think performing, like actually performing, I'm gonna kill that shit. I just can't freestyle.
Yeah, I think we talk a lot about how, like, mad props to people that can freestyle because it's insane.
Yeah, it's a skill.
Just off the
It
top of
definitely
the
can be
dome like
practiced
that.
on.
I could do it without people staring at me, but like I don't know, I guess it was hard. It's harder to like come up with shit off the top of your head when there's a bunch of people looking at you. But like
Yeah.
something I definitely have to work on, and I'm not ashamed of it. So next time I get on stage, I'm gonna do a whole set, kill that shit. So until then, that's that.
I know, you might be able to get into some metal shows because I've attended quite a few that have had like breaks in between for rappers to come up. Oh, where was one? We did this one that was really cool. It was actually at a golf country club that someone rented out for it for the night. And just in the middle of all
Wow.
these heavy bands, there were a couple like deathcore bands. This guy just came up and he was like a heavier rapper, but like just out of the blue, you know. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Was he good?
Yeah, he was fucking fire.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah.
But maybe look for stuff like that because I know the metal community is usually pretty open to letting different things in.
Yeah, I'm sure. Good variety.
Yeah, I've been to one of those shows before for the Every Enemy Alive show. I think it was one of those. Do you remember? Yeah,
Oh,
and
which one did you come to?
they get a decent crowd going, and if I mean for real, like there's a decent amount of people in there. So like if you can find like a way to show up in between their sets or whatever, and like you can find a way to really make an impact on people, that could be a good way to start gathering an audience.
I'm trying to
Even if it's one or two songs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember which show we
live
brought you to.
performances
Do you know where it
everywhere.
was?
It was in Massachusetts. It was the one where me, Robert, and Nash went to.
Oh, okay, the one at the Elk. Okay, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. I like that one.
That was a pretty big show.
Yeah. Is that, would you say that's like a larger show?
I mean, we
like,
couldn't
some
fit
of the
that many
metal
people in there, but if you also counted the people in the bar, it was pretty big.
Yeah. The bar.
No, but generally shows are in small bars, so you can't fit like a ton of people in there, but they're packed. If you've got a good lineup.
Or even like if you perform at like, even if like you just go to a small bar like Donovan's, like you're sure
They do
to like
open mic night there,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sure to have an impact on some people. As long as like you really, have your music down and performing live. Like
No, but I definitely think like you've got your sound down and the music side of it down. I would just try to network a little bit. Get some live performances in.
For sure. Yeah, I definitely that would be the way.
I mean, if you perform over this way at all, let me know.
As soon as this Corona shit is over.
We'll hit it up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in New York right now, so as soon as something opens up, I'm beyond.
My guy, where are you in New York?
Elizaville.
How far away is that from Bennington?
2 hours.
We'll talk after.
All right.
It's like we'll figure something out.
But yeah. So absolutely, if you hit up any live shows, let us know, cause
I will.
your girl be there.
Absolutely.
Let's
Appreciate it.
see. Any advice you have for people just starting out?
Oh yeah. Don't stop. Keep going. Whether you're in your mom's basement recording on a phone, or whether you got fucking 24K golden mic, keep going. Chase your dream until you fucking die. That's on God. And fuck the haters. I love my haters though. Keep me motivated, and I just think they're laughable because I'm only hating because they can't spit. Back.
Me. Girl can't rap. I'm a white girl from the mountains. I can't rap, and I shouldn't.
You can get that country rap.
Yeah.
A country rap.
Knee slappers.
I'm from the north. I'm not country.
Knee slapping dude.
Make that little Nas X stuff.
Although Brian wants me to get into metal vocals because I can make some really weird sounds. But yeah. I mean, if you have nothing else to say, I think.
Yeah, I think if we covered everything, then we'll call it a show there.
Ooh.
It was a pleasure having you on.
Seriously, thanks so much for being
Pleasure
on.
being here, guys. Thank you so much.
Love to have you on again at some point.
Yeah, let's
yeah,
try to get you on
I'll
after
be here.
you drop that project.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll
hell
definitely
yeah.
have to talk about that when it comes
The day
out.
of.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can send us links to anything you want in the description to Allie's email. She put it in the chat.
I can text it to you too if you can't find it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do our sponsor read real quick.
Oh, yes. Once again, don't forget to check out Star Aquatics at staraquatics.com or facebook.com/staraquatics.
All right. That's it. Dawg Talk episode 6.
I've been up like the volume on the stereo. Sally on ring cause I'm trying to fuck a married hoe. There we go. Head keeps spinning like a merry-go. Smoking OG during clash at the barrio. It sounds